Alright, so Need for Speed World, a game that probably, like, none of you give a shit about or have been waiting for at all. Yes. And that's okay because, I mean, let's be honest, the Need for Speed franchise has pretty much gone down to shit. Which is why we have our lovely developers who made Burnout creating the next Need for Speed, because pretty much the last, like, what, 2 or 3 Need for Speed racers have sucked ultra ball sacks. Now, check this out though. This game, Need for Speed World, takes place in the time when shit didn't suck ass. Like, what is it? Need for Speed Undercover, Need for Speed Carbon, like that realm, okay? Like, now I know that they're not the best racing games, but, okay, the mechanics were pretty solid, and even though it was pretty uninspired, the games were pretty fun, okay? You know, and here you don't have to worry about that wingman shit, so that's good too. So Black Box has gone back down to their roots basically with this shit. So this is, if you've ever played any of those Need for Speeds that I mentioned, I mean, you will be right at home. And that's good, okay? I mean, because like I said, this is solid gameplay. It really is fun. Now, the whole realm of online, of course, brings in some different shit, right? So, alright, well, let's just break it down. The very first thing that everybody's going to be hating on, because this is an MMO, is the price. Alright, so I was one of the retards that went on ahead and I pre-ordered it because they said I would get VIP status, and then they gave me $20 worth of boost or some shit, and they gave me a free car. Alright, so I did that like a monkey, because I figured, you know, fuck it, $20, that's not bad. I'll just have to, you know, pass on the hooker for the night, that's cool. But, everybody else who wants to play the game, you can get it, you can play for free, and then if you do like it, then you can go ahead and you can still drop the 20 bucks, and then you can continue to play. Now then you ask, so what do you get with your 20 bucks? Alright, so here's the deal. You can play the game for free at first, right? So that's cool, so you can at least try this bastard out. And then if you like it, you drop your 20, and then you can level up past level 10, and I think the max level is 50 or something. I don't know. I really don't give a shit. The reason why I don't give a shit is because after, like, I don't know, playing the game for a few hours, you really start to feel like the MMO grind kicking in, alright? That's the first problem with this game. You know, the racing is fun, but the MMO grind is there. If you're going to level up, you're going to be grinding out the levels. Now, luckily, they don't punish you too bad if you don't make, you know, first place every single round, which chances are good you won't. I mean, I'm not going to lie, for whatever reason, I don't care who the fuck I'm going up against. For some weird reason, everybody's always faster than me, even though we all have the same cars and probably the same exact upgrades. I'll get into the upgrades here in a second. Alright, so the racing is your typical racing game. You go, drive around the world, you can warp to different parts on the map, and then you can instantly join a race, which can be hit or miss. Sometimes there's just no one around in that race, or you'll be waiting for a few minutes, and that can kind of suck ass. I think, you know, that just comes down to player base, so if this game does take off, you know, in a few years, hey, or, well, a few months, hopefully, we'll have matches going up more quickly and stuff like that. Now, the different kinds of races you can participate in right now are just your standard affair of crap. You've got just your point A to point B races. You've got your lap races right now, so far as I've been able to participate in at my level, okay? Now, I'm only level 7, so I'm just giving you guys the impressions. I'm not giving you a review, all right? So don't come in here talking shit, being like, oh, I haven't fucking played the game because I'm not Korean and didn't grind my ass up to level 50, all right? It's not like that, okay? I'm just saying how I see it so far. All right, so anyway. So, like I've already said, the game mechanics are solid. The graphics, I'm running on max right now. You know, I'm rocking a 480 GTX and everything on OC Core i7. I'm getting smooth frame rates and everything. I don't, you know, so I don't know how it's going to perform on the lower end computers. But, you know, for what it is, it doesn't look bad. You know, it's pretty good. The cars are detailed and everything. Yeah, alright, so then once you go through the game and stuff, you finally will finish your races, and then you'll be brought up with a screen that will then tell you how much reputation you have, which is basically your experience, and then it'll give you a certain amount of money depending on where you've placed. And then after that, you get to choose an item. Obviously, depending on where you placed, will grant you a better random item. Basically, these are the same items that you can buy in the store. So, besides, I mean, so you could technically play for free as long as you wanted. I guess the only caveat that you would really run into would be you can't get past level 10 if you don't pay that 20 bucks. So, I guess they're not fucking you too bad on the microtransaction fees. I still personally haven't used any of my boost in the boost store yet to buy all this stuff. But hold on, I'll get to that in a second. All right, so check it out. Here's the garage you go into, and this is where you'll purchase your cars. This is where you can check out your cars and everything. Yeah, look at my awesome-ass Ghetto Corolla that I got for free that totally sucks balls, and if you have this car, you're totally going to fucking lose. Yeah, you got to use the Nissan. Anyway, so here you've got decent customization when it comes to colors and stuff, but check out the performance. Performance is very basic. All you get is packages. There's nothing else. It's not like Midnight Club and stuff. It's not detailed, which really sucks. Basically, you get a package, they're all the same, you buy it, and you're good to go. Jump into your paint shop. This is where actually the game does shine. They did go out of their way to make it to where you can customize the shit out of your car with different kind of paints. You can paint individual pieces, and you can throw on a bunch of different vinyls. A lot of the vinyls, though, unfortunately, are level unlock specific. So if you're not going to buy the game, you're not going to have access to a ton of vinyls, but you still have, I mean, you still can have access to shit. With the vinyls, you can go ahead and you can customize the hell out of those. You can go ahead and rotate them, you know, flip them around, stretch them, skew them, blah, blah, blah. It goes on for fucking ever. It's so, like I said, the detail in this game, when you want to go down and make your car look pretty and all that stuff, is really cool. Now, this wouldn't be an MMO if you wouldn't have some sort of skills and shit. So here's all your skills. You get different ones for racing, being chased by cops, and just driving around and through sprint. I don't know. It's, you know, this is where you're going to pay your money, okay? Those skills are limited, and you level them up as you level up, but you can only use them if you have them. And the way you replenish those skills is by spending Boost, which is basically EA's in-store currency. And that's how they're going to F you right in the ass, okay? Because you're going to be using, you know, turbos and shit. And you're going to be depleting those. And then you're going to want to go buy a boost. So that's where they're going to make their money. So this kind of microtransaction business model is, you know, you either like them or you hate it. I don't know. This is up to you. All right, and then the last part of this game is, of course, pursuit mode. Basically, you can drive around the world like an MMO freestyle, and then if you piss off a cop, you know, running into a cop or, you know, running into pedestrian shit, the cops start chasing you, and then you go into that mode, and if you get away, you get more experience. If you get busted, like I just got my ass busted, you still gain some experience, but then you cost you money in the end if you get in trouble. So, okay, so that's it for Need for Speed, man. I mean, that's, I don't know. It's alright. It's got a long ways to go. So, yeah. It's hooker time.